Hi guys, here's another page in my Traveler's Notebook, and I am using the Citrus Twist kits, well, a little bit of the Pocket Life kit, but mostly the Sprinkles kit from June, because you've caught me today. Usually I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. Today I really had no idea. I knew I wanted to use these big alphas. They weren't really going to work for Project Life. But I had this idea that they would work really well in a traveler's notebook to make a whole page of text. And so that's about as far as I've got. So let me skip forward a little bit. I sorted all the letters out and I sort of had a vague idea of what I wanted to say. And so now you're going to watch me faffing about, just trying to put the letters down and make them fit on the page so that I can also put my photo on there. I started off wanting to say something like, "You are my kind of people," but it's just not going to work. This is a photo of me and my best friend, and we are the exact same sort of person, so she's definitely my people. And it just, you can see there wasn't really going to be enough, so I decided in the end I would have to skip a few words. So I'm going to change it back to "You are my people," and it just gives me a little bit more space to add a bit more embellishing and to fit my photo in. So now that I know that that's the phrase I want to use, I'm just going to keep swapping out a few of the letters just to try and get the colour a bit more balanced. So I really wanted to add in a little bit more yellow. So I'm just swapping out a couple of those letters, and I wasn't that fond of some of the greys and oranges that were showing up in there, so I'm just going to keep swapping those around until I'm happy with them. So again, just working out the placement. I wasn't entirely happy on where the photo was going to end up having to be, so I really wanted to, I thought it would have looked better on the sort of left, but I didn't want to cut my photo. It's such a small photo, I wanted to keep it whole. So in the end, I'm just going to make it work there where it is. And so there we go, that's my final layout composition with these letters. I can get down to gluing them down. So I started with the E, which then I decided was a mistake, and that I would start any word that was split over the spine, I would start on the spine and work out from there, and that way it's all going to be placed properly. So I'm just going to glue all of these letters down. I was really lucky that my idea had worked and I can fit 3 lines of text in. I really love how bold this makes the title, it's just so fun. And there's still heaps of letters left in that pack, so I reckon I can do this a few more times. So just sticking them all down where those 2 words split. Of course I don't put the U right up against the spine. Just that last one. And then I can put my photo down. So I'm just going to add something to my photo, and it was here I thought, damn, the photo should have gone on the left, it would have looked much better, but it's too late, stuck down, these things happen, time to get going. So I'm going to use these wee die cuts that come in the actual Pocket Life kit, so I'm just going to whiz through these, pick out some of the ones I think might work, and just put aside the ones that I know won't, and then I can start just layering a few behind my photo. I'm not going to layer heaps, like I don't like adding too much bulk to these pages, so these sort of flat embellishments work really well. So I think I've got the basics of it. I liked this little tag and I liked the yellow again. I wanted to pull in a bit more yellow. So I had a vague idea. I'm not one for layering, you know, and then going back and forward and back and forward. I am committing to this almost straight away. So I'm just gluing pieces in where I think they might go, swapping them out if I have to, but then I'm just going to glue it all down. So that's the basics of my little layered piece here. I sort of didn't like how straight it was. I wanted my photo on a little bit of the angle, but then I wanted just a couple of those pieces to be straight to just make it look a bit more, well, a bit less sort of thought out, I guess. So I just swapped a few of those around and stuck that down. And I probably should have done this first. I thought, oh, I'll add a wee piece of twine in, and that again brings that pink back in. So it's just about picking out some of those colours that are in the letters there. I really wanted to add that circle because it so speaks to who we are, but it just was too heavy and just didn't work. So instead I'm going to add 3 of the little hearts. Just going to scatter them around the page in that sort of visual triangle. Having them cover up the letters a little bit too just adds to that sort of scattered nature. And then there were these gold foil cork pieces in the sprinkles kit as well, so I'm going to add 3 of those too. And that third one there, I'm just making sure I catch the twine of that tag underneath it, so that sort of sticks it down and keeps it in place. And now to fill in this gap, that's where I decided I'm going to put my journaling, but just so it doesn't take up like too much visual space, I'm just going to do it in a lighter grey pen. I will say that doing my journaling over the spine like this was remarkably difficult, and my handwriting is even messier than normal. And that is my page all done. I really love this. It really is fun and colourful, just like I feel like our friendship is. If you want to keep watching, there's a couple more videos on screen. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!